Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, cheery beery beery bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom. Let us begin our services tonight with a prayer on page 126. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics or services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. And now to light our Shabbat candles, I would like to invite up our Oneg families, the Bruces and Bruettes, who are so conveniently sitting together. The blessings can be found on page 120. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Now we welcome in the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi on page 138 and 139. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, V'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam besimcha uvetzola, Tochem unei am segula, Boi chala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Please be seated. I do just want to note that while that was very cute timing, Judaism does not endorse child brides, Shabbat or otherwise. Okay, now we have welcomed in the Sabbath bride and lit our Sabbath candles and opened our hearts up with an opening prayer. And now we are ready to segue into our evening service with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemnei Rabbah Be'alma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayetechol Beit Yisrael Bagala uvizman kariv ve'imeru amen Yehesh meraba mevarach ve'alamul al me'almaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'ale v'yitalal shemei t'kudesha b'richu ve'ela min kol berchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata dal mihiran be'ama ve'imeru amen. On page 146 is the Barachu. I invite you to prepare yourself for the call to worship. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed. Please be seated. We continue together on page 149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 151. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works, and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. On pages 152 and 153 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourselves for these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meotecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam B'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlechtecha b'derech, uvshachtecha uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kedoshim Elohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, v'hiot lachem Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Please be seated. Page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar bakodesh, no rati lo tosefele, no rati lo tosefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Zeli, Zeli, Anu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar bakodesh, no rati lo tosefele, no rati lo tosefele. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence we are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Before we do this last verse, I want to remind you all that Echad Ha'am said, more than the Jewish people have kept Shabbat, Shabbat have kept the Jewish people. So let's have a little more woos on this last chorus. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Ve'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. That was good and joyful. And now we come to the central portion of our evening prayer. The tefillah begins on page 164 and continues over the next few pages. I invite you to prepare yourself for this series of blessings. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chastei Avot v'imahot, V'nevi Geula livnei v'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo v'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rab le'Hoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, Omatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Micha mocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melech, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanat al hachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehallelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We continue together on page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. Page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of our soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael, b'chol eit uv'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav, Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam, tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrei fi vehyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri. May the words of our mouths be acceptable to you, Adonai, our rock and redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those among us who are ill and in need of healing or injured. We have on our Misha Berach list this week Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip, Kathy and Jeffy Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Karen Thompson, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Louis Perlman, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Lori Perry, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Gail O'Neill, Bob Sparkman, Gail Garifo, Cheryl Manny Ho, Seal Honig, Wendy Labanow, Benjamin Hartman, Scott King, Chegg King, McKenna Heiss, Nick Joliot, Marion and Steve Bernard Strassner, Robin Cohen, Ethan Cantwell, Lewis King, Fran Warona, Ariel Botsluva, Ann O'Neill, Maximo Alexander, Rafael Lopez, Espe Carrigo, Rhoda Poblet, and Rhoda Wessler. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Misha Berach is on page 371, and we pray for the health of mind, body, and soul for all those in need. Misha Berach avotenu mekor habracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Patrick Carlton, Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Kald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemerl family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, Francis Petraka, and Noah Kaplan, and of course all those in the armed services and on ships at sea that tune in and watch us from our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in danger's path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace, now and forever. And let us say, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. In this week's Torah portion, Parashat Ekev, we see the continuation of Moses' final address to the people of Israel. And in this portion, we see some of Moses' frustrations really coming out. Moses relays God's message that the people will be successful in their conquest of the Holy Land, and then continues on to just berate the people for how ungrateful and unfaithful they have been. Moses, in his role as the voice of God, wishes to remind the people how close to destruction they have been countless times throughout the last 40 years, and that they have survived because of God's protection alone, and often because of Moses' intercession when God wanted to destroy the chosen people, as is also promised of their foes. On some level, the promises of destruction of the people living in the land of Canaan is extremely disturbing, and even the reminders of the close calls of the people of Israel that they've already survived is a bit unsettling if we take for granted that Moses really is speaking entirely on behalf of God. The Torah certainly does show us God and Moses often talking to one another face to face, and we do see God being quick to anger at the folly of Am Yisrael sometimes, but in this parsha, and in the vast majority of Deuteronomy, Moses is speaking and recapping all that he has learned and experienced these past 40 years. We don't actually see God really at all. So if we understand these words as coming from Moses, the mortal man, the context is more comprehensible, which is not necessarily to say more condonable, but just comprehensible. Some of the conversations Moses has had with God may now be muddled in his memory, combined with other similar conversations, obscured by time and trauma, and now he stands on the precipice of his death, faced with these ungrateful, unfaithful people who get to enter the land, the promised land that he has led them to, but doesn't get to enter himself. He gives his speech with some measure of anger, frustration, and perhaps some self-righteous egotism to make up for the credit due him that God and the people deny to him. This is an incredibly human response to the situation and allows for a more sympathetic reading for our modern sensibilities. Toward the end of the Parsha, Moses says, "And now, O Israel, what does your Lord command of you? Only this, to revere the Lord your God, to walk only in his paths, to love him, and to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and soul." The wording here really called to mind the words of the prophet Micah. "He has told you, O man, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, only to do justice and love goodness and to walk modestly with your God." But the lack of mention to do justice or how to interact with the world kindly was jarring to me, especially given the rest of the Parsha that is so full of harsh words about God's willingness to destroy. However, considering the timeline, Moses comes before Micah, so we can look at Micah's words as a continuation, a more detailed reiteration of his teacher Moses' words. Medieval Italian commentator Sforno says on this verse, the Deuteronomy verse, "And now, O Israel," that's part of the quote, Sforno says, "Seeing that this is the situation as of now, it is up to you to try and repair the damage caused by your iniquities from here on in. First and foremost, try to be clear about what it is that the Lord asks of you and expects of you. As it says, 'What does the Lord your God demand of you?' God does not ask these things because God is in need of them, seeing the whole earth and all of the celestial regions are belonging to the divine. Rather, as it says, only this, to revere, means you can do this simply by realizing God's greatness." So to walk in the divine pathway is to pursue justice. To love a higher power is to accept the humility of our humanness and the fact that some things in life are unexplainable and unfair. But to serve the spirit of the universe is to embrace that difficult reality and still work to make the world better, so that a future generation won't still be struggling with the sorrows, oppressions, or mistakes of the past. May we all allow ourselves some moments of frustration when we know our work is going underappreciated, and then may we all go on to do the work anyway, lifting up the Holy One of blessing by bettering the world left to us even for those among us we may feel don't always deserve it. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn now toward our concluding prayers. So I would like to call back up our Oneg families, the Brulettes and the Bruces. That alliteration is to open the ark for us as we turn to the Aleinu on page 586. And I would like to invite everyone else to prepare yourselves for the ark to be open. Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kuglaye haratzot, v'lo samanu kamishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני ומלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marks a yahrzeit for Samuel Cohen, David Avery, and Lawrence Howe. And we are still within the year of mourning for Renee Adler Kaplan, Ivy Bells, Lee McCoy, Jeannie Grissom, Betsy Klarman, Daniel Stein, Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottlieb, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil and David Rosenthal, Bernice and Sylvan Simon, Melvin Wax, Irving Younger, Alexandra Haley, Pat Burton, Tony Gerisi, John Jenkins, Peter Winkler, Bernice Strassner, Lori Gilbert Kay, Roland Lane, Larry Washington, Dean Ashley, Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, Deborah Friedlander, and Abraham Finkel. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabah, ve'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayeh zechol beit Yisrael, v'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei t'kudesha barichu ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. At this time, I would like to invite up our president, Alec Levy, for some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz, for leading us in wonderful service, and I will try to leave self-righteous egotism out of the announcements. To the Bruce and Brule families, thank you for the wonderful oneg that we'll all be enjoying here momentarily. Our Honey for the Heart fundraiser continues. We've missed the window for free shipping, but please continue to support the temple. It does go to support the temple, and it is delicious honey, and you can still order it in time for it to arrive at whoever you ship it to, whether it's yourself, friends, relatives, or whoever, by Rosh Hashanah. So please do consider that. Coming up tomorrow night is game night right here at 7 o'clock. Bring snacks and drinks if you're so inclined. If you're interested in joining the fun, please contact Heidi. August 25th is Sunday, and that's for the Sisterhood Damsel in Defense program at 10 o'clock in the morning right here, which I think it is exactly like it sounds. And then at 12 o'clock on Sunday is the annual congregation picnic and religious school registration. Please come, enjoy the fun. Burgers and dogs will be provided by the board. Sides are potluck style. If your last name begins with A through I, please bring drinks. If your last name begins with J through Q, please bring sides. And if your last name begins with an R through Z, please bring desserts. It'll be bouncy house. I'm sure there's a young lady here who'd love to come for that. And other games. And it's an opportunity, if you haven't done so already, to register for religious school and to renew your membership in Shul Cloud. If you haven't done so already, please do so. If you're having a problem with Shul Cloud, please let me or another board member know, and we'll be more than happy to help you with it. Wednesday, August 28th at 10:30, the book club meets. Thursday, August 29th at 7 o'clock. That's a week from last night. That's our quasi-frequent beer tasting fundraiser. It's down at Brew Republic, down at the Potomac Town Center, over by Wegmans. We get a share of each beer that's sold and a share of all the food that our group has. And the beer is good, the food is good, the camaraderie is good. There'll be raffles and or silent auction. Harry has donated some tickets to show he is directing, which is Judgment at Nuremberg, coming up in October. So it'll be a good time, and it's the night before Labor Day weekend, the Friday of Labor Day weekend. So Prince William County schools are closed that day, that Friday, so it is a kid-friendly event. Please bring your children. They have things to drink besides beer that are suitable for people of all ages. September 13th is the Patriots' Day Shabbat, our annual salute to the police, fire, first responders, military in our community, those who currently serve, those who have previously served. It's always a great event, a great Shabbat, and invite everyone to come out and join us that night. And finally, Aaron Blue is a bar mitzvah student with a bar mitzvah coming up in October. His bar mitzvah project, I'll quote from him: "I am hosting the congregation Ner Shalom cleanup days as my mitzvah project. Please sign up for one of the 2-hour time slots. With many of us working, it will be fun and will not take time at any time at all. The dates are September 14th and September 21st. And what that will do is help us get our house of worship cleaned up ahead of the high holidays. And that's all I've got. Did I miss anything? Yeah, of course I missed something. I always miss something on the sisterhood side. Heidi? No, I didn't.
Oh.
Sure, I didn't want to go that. I wasn't going to go that far out, but go right ahead. Go right ahead. And this will be an event that, while it will be held here at Ner Shalom, and we're one of the co-sponsors, the League of Women Voters and the Committee of 100 will be doing all the external advertising. So we will have lots of external people here that night. Should be an interesting occasion. Possibly full of hot air, but certainly interesting. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll turn the AC down that time. Our closing song tonight is Gesher Tsar Me'od. The whole world is a very narrow bridge. The words can be found on page 643. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. V'ha'ikar lo lefached klal. V'ha'ikar lo lefached klal. Yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 yai rai 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 rai. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Gesher Tsar Me'od. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us for Kiddush and Oneg.